Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Games Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the Monday painting video. What is the Monday painting video and what's it all about? Well, from last week's Weekly Wednesday, which is a weekly Q&A, I show you guys a host of models and you guys vote on what you want me to paint for this week's painting video, for Monday's painting video. Now, in the event of a tie, I do a dice roll. And that's what it's painted up for Monday's painting video. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. So as you can see, we have this Death Guard model, which is Death Guard Biologist, I think it's called. Which is Pox something, I can't remember now what it's called, but we have Howling Banshees. Now, I'm hoping to get both of these guys painted up. Okay. There's a unit, I think there's 7 or 8 of these guys, and this little one guy on his own. But in case I'm pressed for time, I'm just going to do it as normal. If I'm pressed for time, then it's be a Monday painting video and I'll sneak the other one in some point during the week. If it's not and I'm able to get both of them done up, then I'll get both of them done. So I'm going to do a dice roll. 1 to 3 is him, 4 to 6 is the Banshees. So 2 is him. So he's going to get painted up, and if I do have time to get them done as well for Monday, then I will. If not, then it'll just be him. But anyway, I'll see you in a second, guys. Right, so let me run you through my back palette. I have some Death Guard Green, some Lead Belcher, some Retributor Armour, Screaming Skull, and a bit of copper. There'll be some more paints to come involved, but for now, that's the way we're going to do. I've done the base. So the first thing I'm going to do is water down some Death Guard Green. Really sloppy and wet. I'm going to come in. I'm just going to get in all these armour panels. I want it to be watered down, as you can see, so it's very, very, very wet. So it's sort of washing it in, but not quite washing it in. Don't need to see me do the whole thing, so I'm going to go off and come back when I've done the rest of it. Now, so there's the first coat. But where I've watered it right down, it's going to all the little cracks and crevices, so you can see all those little potholes all over him, where his arm is splitting and rotting, just showing up. So the next thing I'm going to do is come in with some Lead Belcher. I'm going to get things like his blade of his sword, the needle on his weapon, all these pipes hanging off of him. I'm going to get those as well. If there's anything else that I look and see, I think, oh, that can be hit with a bit of silver, I'll do that. And so I did do the little vials on his back, a quick dry brush of silver, because we can come in afterwards and do that with a little bit, something a bit tastier. Now I'm going to come with some Screaming Skull. There's some skulls on his backpacks here. And I pick those out. He's got sort of a robe here. I'm going to just give that a quick once over with, because I want to give that a wash down with a colour. What I want to do is I'm going to give the gun, his little injector thing, sorry, without looking at the camera, some Screaming Skull along the injector part itself. Well, not the injector part, where the fluid would be, whatever he's injecting into his victims. Let's give that a little. The other thing is, there's all these poison bits dripping off of him. So I'm just going to give them a quick once over with some Screaming Skull. Just so when I come in and add a colour that contrasts all of that, it's really going to pop off. looking good already, very tasty. Now I'm going to go to some Putrifier armor. I'm not going to show you all this on camera because it's a pain in the ass, but I'm going to do all the gold trim. I'm going to go off camera and do the rest of it. So here we are. Very actually easy enough it would be. Now I'm going to come with some beaten copper. And what I want to do with this, I want to get these rods that hold in all these little vials and these trophy racks. Because that's going to give me a totally different colour to the rest of it. So I'm going to do that and then come back to you guys. So what I'm going to do now is come with some Agrax Earth Shade, which is a shade paint. I'm going to paint all the green armor panels, so shade it all down. A bit too much on there. So I'm going to use that as like a palette to take from. Doesn't matter if you get the gold trim as well, they're done now. So I'm going to do the rest of that model and then come back to you then. But there is a few bits I could do now and then say he's battle ready. But in all honesty, he is battle ready to go on the table. So for all my regulars here, know what's going to happen next. For everyone that's new, now we take it beyond battle ready standard. This could be a dry brush, could be edge highlight, could be a another wash down, could be any number of things that you're adding extra details to. So I'm going to start with Druky Violet Shade. So I said, why did you do that in the first place? Because I wasn't sure if I was going to use this or not. First thing I'm going to do is paint all of these skulls with the Druky Violet. Not only is this going to give me a totally contrasting colour to the rest of this area, it's also going to make it really stand out. I'm going to wash the cloak down as well. Sorry about the dog barking in the background. Leave that to dry for a minute. Now I'm going to come in with some Talizar Blue, which is another contrast paint. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get this in here. All of that Screaming Skull we put into his gun there. We're going to just get that. The poison dripping out of his vial we're going to get. And what we're going to do is going to chuck a little bit on each vial, because on each vial there's a little, you see this bit here, and then there's that bit there, so you can sort of see. That's why we went with the dry brush first of all on there, just to get it covered. Give it a nice silver base which to add the contrast paint to. So now that really stands out. Don't panic, because it will sort itself out and dry. As it dries, it will go off and not as bright. We need a little bit more on here in the middle. There we have it. Very nice. That just breaks up so much colour on there. So instead of it being green and brown, it's giving it a nice little look of blue. So now I need to, let me get the poison on his blade. Maybe that's a bit too much on this one, I think. Looking a bit too bright. Looking great. So I'm going to leave that to dry. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I've got some moot green on the wet palette. I'm going to really water it down even more. It's really, really watery. And I'm going to come in, and what I want to do is try and get in the little, I think that wash is still, yeah, it's still wet. Damn it. Actually, the knee looks pretty good. Let me just go for it. Get in and get all of these little potholes that are in his armour. Shade and the shade that I put in, a few of them is still wet, but we still just going to persevere with that and just keep trying to push it. I'm going to take a little bit more of that. I'm just going to run it along the front, sort of the part of the leg. Just to give me that little shine down the middle of him. Run along the edge of the shoulder pad. This is very watered down, so what it's going to do is, see where it just shoulder bit is here. This is going to give me a faint moot green look, as you can see. A bit over his head. Across his fingers, try and give me a nice little Looking good. What I'm going to do now is get some Troll Slayer orange. The Troll Slayer orange is a layer paint, so that will go and brighten dye itself down. And the Troll Slayer orange, so they use for rust. So I'm whacking some off the brush. I'm going to dab it in here and there. It's a very nice little rust look. I'm not painting it on, I'm sort of just stippling it on. I definitely want to get who's on his feet. His blade. There's a little dry brush of it. Not fully, just a little bit here and there. The vials look like they're not very good. Rusting away and falling to bits. Let's see if people are making noises I'm trying to film. I don't know. Troll Slayer orange over the silver works really, really well. To give you a rust effect. There's only one last thing for me to do. The last thing is to get a little bit of my fist in red and come in and get a little eye socket. Really make them stand out. Masterpiece. Absolutely delighted with that. I think the blue and the purple break up the green and the golds pretty nicely. You have the beaten copper on top as well, which is just like a browny sort of metal, which is nice. The blue and the gun looks absolutely fantastic. That's just a benefit of contrast paint. It just does that for you without you even having to do anything. If you saw your Typhus that I painted was slightly different, but they're all Death Guard, but slightly different, and that's a good thing because that means I can do the two different styles on the same Death Guard models and still have the same similar results. I actually like that. It's very, very easy, very nice. The first thing I'm going to do is thank you all for voting. If you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel in a massive, massive way. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so that triggers YouTube to share this video with more and more people. And any comments or suggestions or anything you like or dislike about this paint, the paint I used on this model, or the way I painted it. Chuck comments below, as always. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy.